It's important to recognize that the John 9 Jesus shares insider knowledge with the Samaritan woman. Insider knowledge is for insiders, never outsiders, right? His address, what does that mean that the woman has become? She's become an insider to him. His address, the Samaritan woman, he addresses her as Gunai, woman. When have we seen Jesus address a woman before as Gunai? When Jesus addresses the Samaritan as Gunai, woman, this is the same address he uses with his own mother. John chapter 2, verse 4, and Jesus said to her, Gunai, what have you to do with me? My hour has not yet come. John 19:26, when Jesus saw his mother and the disciple there whom he loved standing near, he said to his mother, Gunai, look, your son. John 4:21, Jesus said to the Samaritan woman, Gunai, believe me, the hour is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. What does that imply that this woman has become to him? Notice how the fourth gospel employs that term, Gunai, where we get the word gynecology from, woman. Well, that's where we get it from. His address to her is the same he uses with other women in the text of John who are part of his fictive surrogate family, like Mary Magdalene. Remember that the angels of God and Jesus are their mouthpiece. They speak on behalf. In the Middle East, the man's emissary is to be treated as the man himself. The two angels said to Mary Magdalene, Gunai, why are you weeping? She said to them, because they have taken my Lord, and I don't know where they have laid him. Moreover, as the Samaritan woman's incorporation into the Jesus group continues, this woman is able to identify Jesus as a prophet. That she's growing in understanding. She started off with a Judean, sir, prophet. Well, Messiah is going to teach us. Could he be the Messiah? Maybe he is the Messiah. Look at these steps. Is that how it was with Nicodemus? With Nicodemus, it's just darkness to darkness. He never gets it. It's two ships passing in the night. You got to be born again, and you got to be born from Skyfall above. Again? How do you enter a mother's womb a second time? How can this be? And he starts off with, we know. John 4:19, the woman said to him, Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet. Our fathers worshipped on this mountain, Mount Gerizim, but you people say that the place where people must worship is in Jerusalem. John 4:20-26. Jesus said to her, Gunai, believe me, the hour is coming when you will worship the Father neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem. You people worship what you do not know. We worship what we know, for salvation is from the Judeans. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father en pneumati kai aletheia. For such the Father seeks to worship him. Pneuma is God, and those who worship him must worship in pneumati kai aletheia. You see that word pneumatic? That's that damn spell checker. It turned the Greek pneumati into, that's not the right word, Bill. I'll just put pneumatic in there. But anyway, my grief. The woman said to him, I know that Messiah is coming. He who is called Christ. When he comes, he will show us all things. Someone in the morning class asked, how does a Samaritan know about the Christ? Did the Samaritans expect the Christ? And I told him, well, this is called literary device, folks. It works for the story to move the characters along in the way that the author desires them to move along. And we should not naively think that it reports a biographical exactitude of something that actually happened like this. little thing called Deus Ex Machina, right? It's a little story device. You throw, how are they ever going to get out of that, you know, like in the cliffhanger? How did he get out? How did he get out of the cock-a-doodle car? You know, well, tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion, episode 13 of Commando Cody. And it turns out Commando Cody wasn't tied up in the car. Somehow he got loose and he jumped out of the car and put the rocket pack on. And even though, wait a minute, end of part 12, the car was going down. He was in the trunk. Well, how did it happen? Well, same thing here. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to stick with that, Tony. When he comes, he'll show us all things. Look, Tony, the fact of the matter is, the group did come in. And that was because of the Holy Spirit. Jesus said to her, Ego Amy is the one speaking to you. Now the theme goes from husbands to worship. Jesus' explanation that worship will no longer be centered at the public shrines, Gerizim or Zion, Jerusalem, which are, by the way, primarily the space of privileged males, provides the basis for the woman's full incorporation into the Johannine Jesus group. She in turn acknowledges that she expects the Messiah and expects to be fully enlightened by him. This occurs when Jesus finally reveals himself to her fully. Ego Amy, the one speaking to you. Hey, thanks for watching. Just continue the playlist for the next part of the study. If you have further questions, this is good. They will get addressed, so keep watching. If you found value, please subscribe, like, and share. As always, questions, comments, and criticisms are most welcome. God bless you.